Hey girly girls, I'm looking to see if I'm taping. It's Kat and I am back to make another video and I want to tell you, let me straighten this out. I'm like balancing this, I'm in my room making this video because I said tonight I so have to make a video because I've so missed being a part of the community. I've just missed everything about it and I thank everybody for the nice messages you guys have left me. uh, or just when I've commented on your video or on your Instagram or anything, the nice things that you've said back to me and that you've missed me. And I know that it may sound really cheesy, but it means so very, very, very much. It really does. Excuse me. As you all know, I'll give you a kind of a little update. As you all know, I went home in December, the beginning part of December, to help my dad with some things because he had been having some health problems. Well, one thing kind of turned into the next, turned to the next, turned to the next, and you know how that kind of goes. I'll give you a quick little idea of what's going on. My dad is 78. He just turned 79, actually. Excuse me again. Excuse me. Getting over a cold, too. Anyways, okay, so he is 79 years old now, and he's always kind of been, you know, he's been retired for quite some time, and he's lived on his own with his cat for a long time, and he's been kind of one of those, he's likes to live on his own, and he never wants to burden anybody, he never wants to ask for help or anything like that. Well, we had noticed, I had noticed because I talked to him every other day, a change a few months ago, actually end of summer, beginning part of fall, where when I would talk to him, that we'd normally have these very deep conversations. I mean, we're talking, my dad is brilliant, honestly, he's brilliant. He's the guy that you want on your team when you're playing Trivial Pursuit because he'll win. You know, I would be on his team with him just to answer the entertainment questions. You know, that's about, he's just brilliant. I mean, he would talk quantum physics. I mean, he's just brilliant. Anyways, the conversations began to be, it got short. And, you know, he was answering correctly, but he just wasn't talking as much. So I go home every couple of months. And when I was home in October, the end of October, I got his mail for him and I saw that there were some past due bills. And that's not like my dad. My dad was a federal bank examiner his whole life. I mean, money was his thing. I mean, he's, you know, he'd pay his bills, you know, ahead of time. I mean, that's just not him. And so we kind of thought, okay, he's getting older and anyways, long story short, we put him on auto pay with everything. But there was just still a bunch of red flags. In talking to him, I just saw red flags. I saw just, you know, a lot that I, you know, can't get into in this little video. But so I decided to go home again, you know, a month later. And when I went home, things just really went downhill very quickly. Very quickly. And my little dog in the background there. So it turns out we were always worried about his mobility because he's got a problem kind of getting around. It turns out that he has vascular dementia, which is it's caused by a series of little strokes in your brain, and that you know, you won't feel the strokes, but they will kind of take out pieces of your brain, of your memory, of your cognitive abilities. So I can't even explain to you everything that we've gone through. I mean, with multiple trips to the emergency room, and he had a fall, and you know, we had in-home health care, and it was constantly a learning curve because when he had gone in, we took him in because he just wasn't himself. They had did a CAT scan, and the CAT scan didn't show the multiple little strokes in his brain. You need an MRI to actually show that, but they didn't give that to him. So, you know, and I've learned through all of this that you really kind of have to be your own advocate. Really push things. It's been a big learning curve with everything, with because he has Medicare and he has Blue Cross Blue Shield Federal for his supplemental insurance, and just the hoops you have to jump through with Medicare. Just everything, you know, life. So, multiple hospital stays up there. My husband came up to help me. Basically, I was basically all alone doing it up there myself. I do have a couple of brothers living up there, but they have virtually no contact with him at all, which is very, very sad. They won't get into the whole drama of the whole family thing. But I mean, it's like they drive by to work, you know, every day, and they never helped him out or anything. So that's sad. And then we had, you know, problems with just being kind of harassed by them when we were up there. Literally, we're on one side, you know, helping my dad with things in the house, and then they would be calling and harassing on the other side. So it's been a lot. But the good news is this, is that we then got him to be able to be released to a TCU, which is a transitional care unit. And we got him literally out of the hospital in Minnesota about 10 days ago, a couple weeks ago maybe, and literally released on like a 30 below zero day, 4 o'clock in the morning, to a medevac driver person, takes him in his wheelchair, from the wheelchair to Sun Country Airlines, to his, you know, one of his first times traveling first class, because I said, Dad, you're going to go home, or to our new home, we're going to go home first class. So we went first class on the airline, got off there, got off the airline, had a meta van waiting for us to go to the TCU down here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And now, being down here because of a fall that he had in the shower up in Minnesota, it had caused a strep infection in his shoulder because of that. And then he had to be admitted down here to the hospital, and we caught it very, very quickly. So he's right now trying to kind of rehabilitate. We're taking it day by day. I'm just blessed to be able to have my dad. I'm blessed that he is here with us, and that he's going to be clean and taken care of, and, you know, close by. And I don't want to cry. For any of you out there who have your parents, and if your parents, just ask them all the questions right now. Think of questions that you want to ask your dad or your mom, because one day they may not be able to answer. Oh, sorry. They may not be able to answer those questions. And just cherish every day. Make a living will out, you know, with what their wishes are. And just cherish every day you have, because, and your health, my dad always told me, your health is the most important thing. It's ironic, too, because my dad always tried to kind of get me ready for things like that. He's very stoic. I mean, my dad really, he literally worked, he was also an honor guard, Arlington National Cemetery in the Army. He always would just kind of play it down and say, well, dear, I was tall, college graduate, so I fit the bill. And another side note, he was born the exact same day, the exact same year, everything, as Elvis Presley. Exact same day, year, everything. I'll show a picture soon, because actually he looked like Elvis back in the day. He's a very, very handsome man. Still is a handsome man. Still my dad. What was I going to go with that? I can't remember what I was saying. I don't know. I digressed, didn't I? But anyways, that's what I've been doing. If I remembered I was trying to say, I'll pick up with it later. That's what I've been doing. Oh, excuse me. I'm so glad to be able to be back home now, though, and I go up there and kind of, sit with him during the daytime and at night before he goes to bed, and we're getting things. It's a different chapter, and you get things. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. Okay, so sorry. He would always kind of, talk about the circle of life and everything, and it was funny because one of the things he said to me one of the last deep conversations that we were able to have is he said, "You love me too much, dear." He said, "You love me too much," and I thought that was because he's so stoic, and he's so never wanted to put a burden on somebody else. Another thing I wanted to say too is that when he retired with 2.5 years of sick leave and like 2 years of vacation pay because he never took it. So he was able to get all that extra at the end. I mean, he's they don't make him like that anymore. I mean, it's hard. He would always talk about the Great Depression and growing up during that time and how they had the Victory Garden and, anyways, but he's here and I know I'll have more. I was thinking of doing maybe a vlog of maybe visits. I know he has family. His brothers and sisters are all older as well, and they're in Minnesota and in Washington and in Wisconsin, and I did a Caring Bridge site that I'm kind of updating too, so I may do a little vlogging on visits with my dad. We have his cat around here someplace. Let me grab this cat. Here. Oh. This is his cat. Little Lulu. Isn't she cute? Look at. Oh, she doesn't like being held. Oh. There she goes. She's a sweetie, but she hates being held. She loves my dad. So she loves my dad. So I am able to bring her up there and she can stay with him just on his bed, lays with him, and she's the one thing that he talks to, and it brings him such comfort. So when he's able to leave the transitional care unit, which is like a nursing home, and they're trying to help him, he'll be in his new place he can have the cat and everything like that. So that's what I've been doing, but I am back now making videos. I'm happy to be able to do that. It's my kind of my fun, and I like to kind of be a part of the community, and I love to see. I've been watching all your girls' videos. I've been doing it kind of on my iPad or on my iPhone, so it is such a pain in the tuchus to be able to comment. I don't even know how to access my my mail through this. I don't know. So if I have messages in there, I've seen a couple when I could do it, but then I couldn't find it. I don't know if they changed it again or what they did, but anyways, sorry about that. I also even won a contest. I won a contest. There's this great vlog that I was watching from the Candy Show, and I've been trying to contact her, and she's been trying to contact me. And I leave comments there, and I can't find if she's messaged me, and I can't message her. And anyways, when I can link the stuff down below, I'm gonna link her show. Otherwise, search it. It's called The Candy Show, and she's great. She did a vlog channel, or a vlog of all through Christmas. Again.